Great, I've got mascara on my eyelid. Could my day be any worse? No. No, I don't think so. Hey friends! How's it going? So today I thought I'd talk about dreams because they really freak me out and I have a lot of thoughts on them and they're just weird. They're just really weird. But first of all, let's backtrack, take it back a few steps. Sleep is weird. Sleep is crazy. You're just unconscious for several hours, and if we don't get enough, we don't work as human beings. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Also, scientists don't even know what sleep is. What the hell? They know all about space, and gravity and whatnot. But do they know what sleep really is? Do we know why it's sleep that gives us our energy? How did humans know to sleep? How were the cavemen just like, you know, sitting in their caves and they're like, you know what I'll do? You know what would be a fantastic idea? If I just lie down, close my eyes, and have no idea what's going on around me for a few hours? Yeah, boom, sorted it. That's how I'm gonna stay alive. What the hell? Like, what even is it? It freaks me out. Anyway, on to dreams. Why is it that when we're unconscious for these several hours, our brain just decides to start hallucinating wildly? Why is it that we can't go back into a dream after we wake up from it? You know, when you're having like a bomb-ass dream, you're like in Disneyland having the time of your life, and then you wake up from it and you're like, damn, that was a good ass dream. I'm gonna fall back asleep. You fall back asleep, have a dream about bloody vampire chasing you down the stairs. Where does it come from? Also, why do real life elements sometimes like infiltrate our dreams? I remember one time I had this dream and I was on a pirate ship. I was a pirate. There are tons of, you know, army hearty pirates around me. And then there was my dog, who was also a pirate. But he was like still a dog, you know, but he was wearing like a classic like pirate bandana and an eye patch maybe, and like a striped classic pirate t-shirt and like ripped pirate shorts. He's not like anthropomorphic, he's like just a normal dog, you know, walking on all fours, living his life to the fullest. And I was having this dream that he had, you know, pinned me down and was like just standing over me panting. And I was like, cool, banter on the pirate ship. And then I woke up and he was in that exact position. Obviously not wearing the pirate clothes and everything. He was in that exact position. And what really scares me is like, my eyes weren't open. How did my brain know that my dog was in that exact same position and then put that into my dream? It was the exact same. Like, I remember it so vividly. It was so weird. It was so weird. And it really scares me. I feel like this is like Inception, like Leonardo, oh, where you at? Where you at with your Oscar? Moving on to different types of dreams, I find nightmares a really weird concept. Like, why does our brain want to scare us so much? Why is our brain like, you know what? She's had a good day. I'm gonna mess up her life with this freaky dream. So I had this nightmare once, and like, I laugh about it now because it's so stupid, like so unbelievably stupid, but it really freaked me out at the time. And it was basically, me and my friend went to Cornwall on holiday together. This is in the dream. We go into our room and it's all chill. And then we're like, let's look out the window, see what the view's like. And it's a lovely view, but it was weird because it was like, they weren't real hills. It was like cartoon, just drawn green hills with like really fake flowers and trees on them. And then we saw, and this was the bit that really scared me, we saw this fox riding on a motorbike. And it had like a full-on helmet and like goggles, biker jacket, riding over the hills. And I remember sort of seeing it was like going over the hills like that, getting closer and closer to us. We were both like, oh my god, Mum, come quickly, there's this fox trying to kill us. And we quickly like slammed the window shut, and then as soon as it got right up to the window, right up, its like face was coming so close, and then my parents walk in the room and it ducks down below the windowsill so that you can't see it. We're like, we swear, there's a fox, and my parents are like,
don't be silly, girl.
and we're like, no, we swear, and they're like,
just chill.
so we just go back to our normal business, and the same thing happens but with a badger instead of a fox rolling over the hills. And we're like, oh my god, there's a badger, help. And it's rolling over the hills, same thing, getting closer and closer, ducks down, my parents come in, and then I woke up. I never knew what became of that fox and badger, and literally it freaked me out so much that I was scared of foxes for like 2 weeks. I woke up crying, it scared me so much, but it makes me laugh now. I also wonder why dreams are so weird and why our minds, you know, have that strange imagination. Like, I once had this dream. Our houses are like townhouses and they're stuck right next to each other along a street, and we each have our own small garden, but then over a wall we all have a massive shared garden. So I dreamed that I went over there and I was like best friends with Dylan Sprouse, and it was definitely Dylan, it wasn't Cole. Oh, he was riding a motorbike as well. Why do all my dreams have motorbikes on? But anyway, and he like desperately wanted a singing career, and so this cat, for some reason, was this record company's like agent and was coming and like walking along the wall, and like every day Dylan would come to my shared garden and ask this cat if there's like any news. Me and Dylan were just hanging out like the best bros we are, and then I see the cat and I'm like, oh hey, you know, do you have any news about the record company? And the cat is like so stuck up and cocky, and it just sits upright. And it just looks at me and goes, no, and then scratches me. And I was like, how rude. And then I woke up and I was like really freaked out. I woke up and I was like sweating and I was like, oh. And I had to get up and get a glass of water. It freaked me out so much. Dreams are weird. What freaks me out though is how some are so realistic yet some make absolutely no sense. Also, why can't we remember all of them? It's just, dreams are weird, dude. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye! Oh.